This session is about installation of the softwares that are required for Karate API automation, the setup that is needed, and the prerequisites before starting the API automation using Karate. Pick an IDE, either Eclipse or IntelliJ. So either of them will work. So you can download the Eclipse from this link. So based on the operating system, either Mac OS or Windows or Linux, you can choose among these. So on the Mac there are again two types. It is based on the processor that the Mac OS is having, either Intel or Apple's. So you can choose either of them. Similarly, IntelliJ, if you wanna go with, then you can download the community edition from here. So this is for Mac. If you wanna go with Windows, then you can download from Windows. Go with community edition. Community edition will be, so I think, yeah. So this is the community edition. Community edition will suffice the practice for us. So you can go ahead with community edition. So then download Maven. Maven is required for Karate. So it helps when you try to create a project on Eclipse or IntelliJ. You are prompted to provide the Maven archetype. So Karate has developed its own Maven archetype. So when you try to select that Maven archetype and create a project, the pre-data setup that is required for Karate API automation is already taken care. You can directly go ahead and start writing the scripts and automate them. Maven goes hand in hand with Java. So before installing Maven, you should have Java on your machine. Try to install the higher versions of Java, either 11 or greater than 11, because Karate won't support the lower versions of Java. Karate support is provided from Java 11, so preferably install the higher versions of Java on your machine. Good to have, yes, it is good to have API knowledge and Cucumber knowledge. It is obvious that when you try to automate an API, we should know what the functionality of the API and what is its vocabulary, and few other basic things would suffice. Similarly, Cucumber, Karate follows Cucumber format, so the basic knowledge of Cucumber would help. So this slide is again the overview of the tools that we are using for API automation using Karate. One is IntelliJ or Eclipse, the IDE. You can choose either of them as I mentioned, and the other is Maven. Maven is a project management tool for Java, so to have Java installed on your machine before Maven is mandatory. Similarly, Cucumber. Cucumber is a kind of a plugin, maybe a tool for test management. You can write the test cases in simple English language using Gherkin. So Gherkin is a kind of format that you write your test cases in given, when, and then format, which are user readable. Then the API web services. So API, to put precisely, it is a web service or API. These words are used interchangeably. Web service is a service that is made available on internet, so you can use that service. You can call that service by using a URL. So that service can be private or public. So private URLs may need some extra authentication. Public can be accessed directly. So wide rangely used web services are SOAP and RESTful. So this session is gonna cover both of them. Firstly, we'll start with the RESTful services, and then we'll move on to SOAP, how we can automate these services using Karate. So once you have Java installed and Maven installed, cross check if they are installed on your machine. So to check the Maven, if it is installed, then just go with, sorry. So see, Maven is already installed on my machine, and it also says that the JDK is also present. So this confirms that the Java and Maven are installed on my machine. and pick one IDE, either Eclipse or IntelliJ, and have it ready.